So literally, I got a question from one of my students, like, what is even a pre-calculus means? Yeah, we are studying about all these concepts. That's fine, but what does pre-calculus means? So it's, as it's the name represents, it's a preparation for working on calculus. Before getting on to all these concepts, which you already have an introduction to, but let me give you a little bit context about what is a calculus. See, calculus is all about a study of change. Change, when I say take every process in this environment, everything is in a constant change. Now, if you want to capture a moment and to want to study about it, you need certain amount of logic to do that. That can be done by differentials or differentiation. And once you see all these changes and you want to see the entire process, like the change in one path and it took certain directions and everything, every elementary change is differentiation, but combining all of these changes to see the overview, how it looks like, how it turned out, that summation or the integrated part is what your integrals is. And you're going to study both of them using all the essentials that you're going to learn in pre-calculus. That's all. That's the only thing you need to realize, that pre-calculus is just a bridge. You are learning, like it acts like a bridge that fills the knowledge gap between the high level math with the calculus, what you're going to study. So let me take an example of this image, one of your image. Let's say when you click a photo of yours, you're going to see your photo in it. And practically, you know that this image is a reflection of an electronic device having a screen, where that screen is reflecting the image with the elementary level of things, whether we call it as the smallest pocket or pixels. These pixels fill up with each color that has been captured, which is an integrated portion of the entire image or the background while you're clicking the image. So that integrated portion was what you're looking at as your photo. But if you observe one single thing, when you are zooming out, sorry, zooming in, and when you focus on any one particular pixel or one particular smallest region, you can able to see only information that belongs to this region. That's differentiation. You going in detailed way how this smallest thing is working, behaving. That's differentiation. These guys sounds really simple, and these guys are most important for building and inventions that's happening around the world. But how do we even recognize the change in the form of a logic, and how do you even write it in the mathematical background? You need certain context to do that, right? There we're gonna make use of the functions. Functions, you making use of the variables, constants, and putting it in a general format where everyone follow the one single rule, where it has input and outputs depending on the rule that you define, where it has domain and range, and how the shapes works and how the transformation works. Everything is encoded within one single statement, which is f of x. These are the huge thing. Like, we don't even realize how powerful functions and graphs are, but these are the pillars and the basics, the root of the calculus. And we're going to go to the polynomials. You need a sense of the different variation to make use of the functions to create. You can't able to use only general variables to create function. You need to have certain sense over polynomials and types of functions. And again, exponentials, logarithms, trigonometry, types of functions, system of equation, the way of solving the equation, conic section, an ideology about the geometric and the shapes in 3D world, and sequence and series, how a lot of data can be managed with the logical data, and an information of handling the logic using sequence and series formulas. And of course, introduction to the limits. You might not have done this, but limits are like capturing the instantaneous value or capturing the information that can be done using the limits. Using all of these things, you're going to study the calculus, and that's what we call as pre-calculus.